He scored or assisted on 26 of their 47 points, and those 7 dimes, that ties his series high. Doc Rivers looking for more of that as the second half is underway. Trent underneath. Portis gets behind the D. The general manager looking on.
They're doing a heck of a job building this roster. Always had an incredible fan base and support here in Indianapolis. A team they can be proud of.
Trevor trying to deny Giannis. Giannis in the post.
Liking what he's seeing here in the fourth.
Bucks have lost 8 consecutive road playoff games, tying their longest streak in franchise history. Their last road win on the playoff scene is Gary Trent Jr.
That is way too easy if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. You don't ever want to just concede a basket there, but they caught him overextended in the clear lane to the rim there.
Doc Rivers told us how important the three-point shot has been not only in the series, but even the regular season matchups. They've made 6 more. Giannis. Oh, the bucket.
Man, family over everything. Let's get it.
And we say ditto on the shout-out.
Yeah, 100%. I love Bobby thinking of his family here at an important time. And speaking of an important time,
and the Pacers are back in front by 10.
And now Nesmith has the challenge of guarding Giannis, giving up a lot of size, but is capable of sliding his feet with Giannis on the perimeter.
Green's had a major impact. Shovels it for the Porter J. It's a 3. Antetokounmpo and then ran into Porter. The two exchanged looks and then words on the other end of the floor. Porter, it's the best way to end.
Everyone side to side there. Connell able to take advantage.
Antetokounmpo floats it in, +1.
Man.
Thanks for stopping.
Let's do it.
Well, the issues have been on that end of the floor. Defensively, there are no signs that the Bucks can stop the Pacers. Pat Connaughton in, and Doc Rivers looking for
his triumphant return. Everyone was surprised but very excited. He told me that while he is healthy enough to be back, he's not making any excuses, but he did acknowledge the more games that he can get under his belt, the closer he'll be back to his fullest form, because it was just Sunday this last week that he was able to go up and down the court for the first time outside of
They're 4 of 19 as a team. Nesmith, to your point, Corey, has 2 of those 4 on 4 attempts.
How about Doc Rivers having Kyle Kuzma initiating offense? Talked about he only held onto the ball for 50 seconds in game 1.
Kuzma got that one. But it's Pascal Siakam now with 15. Nesmith with 15. By the way, Halliburton in that first half, 8 assists, no turnovers.
And the third turnover for Giannis Antetokounmpo, who didn't have one in the first quarter, had back-to-back turnovers in the second quarter, and starts the third with one. The look away with the eyes, and one of the reasons why Halliburton's one of the best passers in our game today. The patience and the look away allowed him to get the easy assist to Siakam.
Here's Porter handing it off to Giannis. Antetokounmpo jumper is good. Window beautifully. 20-point night for Pascal Siakam, who is 9 for 13 from the floor. 1 minute to go in the third. Milwaukee down 2-0 in the series. Here's Portis. Poked away. Portis trying to take Siakam, fading away and hitting.
The scoring. Well, he makes shots, you know. They're looking for him, they're finding him, and he's making the shots. He's been great.
Sounds like a great call by you.
Thank you.
Well, Doc Rivers, we'll see if his voice makes it through the fourth. Lillard starting this fourth, connects!
And how about the team has been much maligned throughout his career, oftentimes for not being the defender that many people would have wanted him to be, but he hasn't been scoring and has brought it in so many different areas and look for 3.
Giannis just wanted to take it himself the last couple of possessions. Again he does. It hits. 30.
Steal from me, that's what I'm doing.
I talked to Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle before the game. I said, so how does Damian Lillard change your game plan? He said, well, listen, he's another guy you got to deal with. He can pull up with a 40-foot jumper, drive the ball, pass the ball. He's tough to guard. He's another great weapon for the Bucks. Guys like that make the players around them better by virtue.
With this rotation and Turner up and over Giannis.
Back wants to travel on that play. Nice interior pass. And again, Bucks switching everything.
Neesmith now defending Giannis. He's a smaller but stronger defender. Dame driving, gets down, good ball movement, and it opens up Gary Trent Jr. for three. Time for the Bucks.
Well, you know what I always say, you can't get full today on yesterday's pancakes. You can't rely on how you ended that first half to carry you through. You got to come out and ramp up the energy, ramp up the effort as the Pacers have done to start this third quarter.
14-2 as you saw that graphic extended run here for the Pacers by the end of the second. That is the bench after that bucket.
Yeah, making individual plays.
Portis Jr. from up top.
Boy, the Bucks need 7 on those long mid-range jumpers outside of the key.
All 5 of their starters at double figures. Giannis takes the pass and flashes it. 20.
And Michael, we talked about it in the open. Indiana shoots it so well from 3 at home. That's a good start.
First possession from Milwaukee. Rollins lays it up and in.
Best Milwaukee team they've had in years, and that includes the 2021 National NBA Championship team. He said in the past, they just had a bunch of specialists, guys who could only do one thing. Now they have a collection of all-around basketball players to help support Giannis. He believes that will be the difference. Michael?
Thank you. Double digits.
Pacers really finding the balance. 9 for 9 inside the paint. 4 for 9 outside the three-point line.
Porter down the lane with the hammer.
To get back to here in the fourth.
Just keep moving the ball, being patient with the ball. Not taking the first available look and just working the possession, making them work a little bit more.
Thanks, Miles.
All right.
Three-point growth has been special for Indiana.
The way that Indiana just moves the ball, they share the basketball, they are about ball movement, lots of players getting touches. And
if you're the Milwaukee Bucks and their fans and organization, you can't overstate how important he would be in a postseason against the Pacers.
Well, just looking at their playmaking, right? You look at years past when you had another guy like Chris Middleton there.
Connaughton with the
as well as you see Paul Reed inside to start things for Detroit here in the second half. That series has the potential to be a track meet at times, and for the Bucks, it's going to be a lot about their transition.
Andre Jackson right now, and he's got a personal hype man in Dennis Schroeder pacing the sidelines. The lead is down to 5. We have a 5-point ball game. At one point, Milwaukee led by 22. And trying to turn the corner against Fontecchio. Good show at the level by Fontecchio on the pick and pop. Nance drills the 3.
And you wonder if
as many as 22 points at one time. Lead by a bucket.
and you'd have to think Denver going into Houston today. With Houston resting their people, not.
Doc said, you put something important in front of my team, and we'll go ahead and win it. And he feels pretty good about Milwaukee's chances subsequently going into the postseason now.
He seemed like it. He seemed confident. He knows what a tough team Indiana is to play, but he feels good about his group right now, the way they're playing, the way Giannis has been playing all year.
And inside, and the big sweeping hook goes for Paul Reed.
Look at the Pistons, folks. Defending, running, and defending Giannis Antetokounmpo quite well.
Bobby Portis rises and fires and fills it.
Split in these final two games, guys.
Thanks, Johnny. Pistons go to Tobias at the paint. Shot won't drop. Rebound, Giannis.
Cade is getting his customary rest right now. But if the Pistons continue to struggle, they'll have to curtail that rest, get him back out on the floor.
Giannis double teamed Outside for Bobby. Portis and Heat.
Line up Kyle Kuzma, Brooke, you know the story. Ryan Rollins in the place of Damian Lillard and TP. The tip goes to Giannis and the Bucks. 8 available players for the Pelicans. The latest scratches, Bruce Brown and Yves Missi that we saw on Sunday. The first matchup, these two teams matching up for a couple of times in the last 5 games of the season. Giannis mid-range gets it to go. Congrats to them.
They're pretty good, huh?
Yeah, they're all right.
Jeez.
You can't do much better than the national championship.
National title?
Yeah. So 2 in the last 3 years. 2023, 2025. Pretty good. Makovich has the latest to carry. Trent Jr. going to go one back.
Neighborhood Center, the United Community Center, Rooted and Rising, Evolved Church. That's just 4 of the 35 to 40 organizations that we work with closely.
Battle, right? When you're playing a team with only 8 available players and really all of the regular rotation guys not available here tonight. Giannis mid-range. Vincent Earl with the lay-in. Transition 2.
Transition defense just subpar on that possession. Got to do a better job of locating and closing up those driving lanes and not giving up easy layups.
Gary Trent Jr. catch and shoot.
Is itching to get into postseason play. This is his 11th year out of Kentucky. He's only been a part of 2 postseason runs in his NBA career. Of course, missed out last year due to a shoulder injury. This is Rollins. Gives it up to Lopez. Lopez in traffic. Shot put in. Milwaukee in a furious race to try to hold off the Detroit Pistons and keep that 5 seed in the East standings on an uphill climb here at the start of the 3rd. Kuzma. Turnaround in the lane is good. By the end of the night. Reed, push shot off window, left it short. Milwaukee on an 8-0 run.
There's a lot of time left in this game.
An eternity. Giannis spinning inside and throwing it down over Reed. Randall for 3. No good. Rebound onto the Kumpo. Giannis backing down Edwards. Gives it up. Portis to 3. It's good.
He was in the league before and played really well. As a matter of fact, he had like 5 triple-doubles in a row.
But he hasn't been in the league for some years.
Couple of years he's been out of the league.
But he's still a 10-day contract, Mark.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's got experience in it.
I understand.
And so
he's the 52nd pick in 2022 is what I have. You can see all kinds of potential, though, for him. And carries that many personal fouls. New Orleans had started the second quarter, 2 of 12, since they've been 8 of 9 shooting. And again, still leading the points in the paint category. Kuz takes the pass, good up fake, and good finish. Kyle Kuzma. Marcus, who's trying to compete for also a top 6 spot. That Western Conference, there's really like 6 teams competing for the final, 4 spots.
A lot of teams with 44 wins. I was looking at the standings.
12 times this year, and he has played well in that role.
Yeah, 0 for 5 in the last game. So important to see him get going beyond the arc early. I think he really makes a difference when he's making those threes, just providing a well-balanced attack.
Oh, nice read by Ryan.
No Tyler Hero, no Andrew Wiggins with Bam on the bench, and who's going to be the primary option offensively?
Even a 6-point lead, the drive completed there by Kevin Porter. Bracket in the play-in game, battling for home court. The Heat play in Chicago next Wednesday, but every game counts. The Bulls have the tiebreaker. That means the Heat have to finish with a better record than the Bulls to get home court in that prospective matchup. We open the second quarter with the Heat ahead, 30-22. Oh, pretty turnaround jump. The splash from